Has your family ever bothered you over baby names? My dad tried to baptize my son behind my back with a name we never agreed on. We're not religious, and my husband and I had already agreed our son would be named Sigma. We announced it the moment we found out he was a boy. Everyone knew. We painted his name above the crib. It was on the baby shower cake. Sigma. Not a placeholder, not a debate. My dad wasn't thrilled. He called it soft. Said boys should have strong names with history, like Alpha after his father. We brushed it off as old school thinking. Then I had a long labor and ended up needing an emergency C-section. My husband stayed with me while my parents stayed with the baby in the nursery. The next day, I was recovering when the hospital chaplain stopped by to give us the baptism certificate. I blinked at the paper. Baby Alpha Thomas. I think there's been a mistake, I said. Our son's name is Sigma. The chaplain looked confused. Your father filled out the form. He said you wanted to honor tradition, but were too overwhelmed to sign it yourselves. I couldn't believe it. I confronted my dad that night. He didn't even flinch. I gave him a real name. You can still call him Sigma at home. I lost it. My husband was stunned silent. I was shaking, hooked up to monitors, and somehow having to argue that my son wasn't property to be renamed by someone else. My dad kept insisting it wasn't a big deal, that it was just a church document, but the chaplain had filed it with the parish registry and sent copies to be notarized. I spent weeks untangling the mess, multiple calls, forms, meetings, and finally had to meet with the parish leader directly to explain everything. When I showed them the text from my dad, he'll thank me when he's older. Alpha is a man's name. They agreed to void the record, but the damage was done. My husband told my dad he was no longer welcome at the house. You crossed a line, he said. This was our decision, not yours. It's been 3 years. We still get Christmas cards addressed to Alpha. We throw them away unopened. Sigma is happy, healthy, and has no idea his grandfather tried to rewrite his name while we were unconscious. But I'll never forget the moment I held my newborn, only to realize someone had tried to claim him before I even had the chance.